Okay, here we are again. Now, playing this has really been bringing back some old memories. I'll put some text if you want to just skip my little story here, but I remember, because my family was quite behind on the tech, at the time. Even when I played this, you know, at the time it was, you know, pretty old. There was a PS2 out and all of that. I didn't know any better though, and I really enjoyed these games. But anyway, my mum, because of this, she'd be able to get games really cheap. And she'd always, every time she'd go out, or my dad would go out, like, would come back, and she'd have all these games. Because you could pick them up really cheap at the time. So yeah, it was always really, we used to get really excited because, you know, they'd come back and oh, I wonder what new games are there. And there'd usually be a couple of them, and, you know, it felt like every other day that was happening, and you know, we'd get loads of these games. I missed that when it wasn't so expensive, everything, and it's just very good memories of mine. But, yeah, I'd best get on with this, hadn't I? Point is, they were really cool parents to have. And I still do have, luckily. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got that little upgrade that can make it burst fire. Can run through the ammo a bit fast though, so maybe I'll be careful with it. Still, if I'm cornered and, you know, I need to damage them quickly, I can just spam it. A bit like a few of the situations that I've been using the shotgun in, where I know the handgun just won't stop them in time. Like that. Yeah, perfect example, you know. If I was sat just popping away, it wouldn't have stopped him. Oh shit. I misjudged that a bit too close. Yeah, I need to get my game back. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm so close to a loading point. I think it might be best to just quickly load again, and yeah. I'll just cut this in editing. Here we go again. It might seem a bit obsessive or even try-hardish. I mean, it's trying a little hard, isn't it? To just suddenly load again like that. But the load point is literally like through the door on the right, so it just, yeah, it made sense to just load again. That's what the saves are for anyway, aren't they? Now this one on fire was taking quite a lot of damage, wasn't he? Gonna be careful stabbing him this time. Try and keep my distance. That's better. Oh! We got damage, but you know what? There's less than before. And we got to just quickly stamp on his head, so that's saved ammo. I think that's good enough. Could see the remains of a door there, but it's not really safe to go through, is it? I remember this place. Actually, this isn't where I thought it was. I wonder if my map works up here. Or if it was only for the first floor. Now this looks like it. Actually, that door leads down to somewhere I've been, doesn't it? So I should definitely unlock that. You unlocked it. Remember this? Why don't I gather all the herbs and put them in a box? Because there are a few here, I remember. It might be time to use one of them soon, actually, but we'll wait until I've taken more damage. I seem to be a bit stuck. Okay, it won't take long. There's a box really nearby. Literally just through this door. Again, you can see why I loaded again the other time, because this was where it was from. It just made sense. Anyway, we'll put those in. Are we gonna need anything? I can't remember if I thought that I was coming up to the place where I'd use these, but I don't think it is, you know? So we'll just go on. He's been pecked to death, and I'd best not stay around this area, had I? Oh, no, no. Oh. Oh, the health isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Now, remember where there was a door, but it was all bossed up and I couldn't get through, and everything was on fire? Oh, you've just found the cause to it. The helicopter is a complete wreck. There's always a terrible thing to hear. It's I guess press F to pay respects to the helicopter. Never want to see one of them go down. A water pressure valve. It reads, excessive pressure may rupture the water tank. That's the water tank up there. Maybe if that ruptured, might put that out. Just throwing that out there. Oh, she's coming up quite close. I'd go up and knife her, but there's someone next to her. There we go. Oh god, I've misjudged that completely. Jesus. Okay, time to stop pissing around, I guess. I tried to save ammo because I haven't got much, but I also haven't got much health now. Sounds like he's dead. Again, I would stab him to save bullets, but not in a position to do that right now. Is he dead? He looks alive to me. What if I... It sounds so wrong. I was gonna say, what if I stab him from behind? Then I can get him without being grabbed. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stab him from behind. Ah, is that it? I think he's had enough. I don't, I didn't remember if there was anyone in here, which was a stupid move to just go in here with a knife, because I could very easily die. Anyway, it doesn't appear to have been used much, whatever it is. Here we have a big locker, nothing special, probably hasn't been working for some time. Ah, this looks good. Ink ribbon, what looks like a valve, and handgun ammo. Also a typewriter. Is that a sussy Barker picture over there? I never noticed these before, Guess they didn't really stand. They didn't really stand out to me at that age. Oh God. Oh God! No! I'm gonna die. Jesus, let's get out of it. I remembered that bit happened, but I thought it happened when you went through this door. That's why I was kind of surprised, because I only just remembered it when I went through that door. And that's why I was saying, it was stupid to come in here with just a knife, because I was thinking, where are those zombies? Why aren't they there? But, I guess they were just a little further ahead. Is there anything here? Too dangerous to go back outside. I agree. Yeah. Shame about the shotgun ammo, but could be worse. At least we're alive. I really need to get some health though. Oh, I forgot, but I'm gonna have to go past those birds again. I might go a long way around so that I can avoid that, because I'm not, I'm not in a position to go past them. Let's just use that anyway. Now, if I remember correctly, there isn't anything on the helicopter, but it does mean that that hallway that was on fire, well, the fire should be put out. Oh, and there was some ammo after all. Helicopter is still a complete wreck, sadly. Now, I actually have to go through some of that hallway. How much, we'll just have to see. So, I might die. If I do, I don't know. I don't hear them. Can I just sneak by? Don't think so. Let's just run for it. Oh god. Run, run. Oh god. Okay, here we are again, but with much more health. I actually did it much better this time around. Because I don't think I have to head back there, I decided to just run past a lot of the enemies. It doesn't matter if I leave them there. And because of that, I've saved a lot more ammo, a lot more health. Just, it's good in general. Now, this was the fire I was talking about. Oh, I forgot to put it out. Hold on. Something had to go wrong, didn't it? It's nothing major though. We might get pegged a bit, that's all. It's still going better than before. Oh, get off. Oh, get off, you... Alright, hurt a bit, but... Hey, we're not just limping across like before, are we? Okay, this time we tried, well yeah. I was gonna say I tried to remember, but yeah, it's done. Just hopefully not get pegged on the way out. And now the fire should be put out. Can we run for it? Oh no, that was sluggish. That might cost me. Nope, no, we're good. Ah, now you see? That one's just too smashed up. Both the helicopter and door are destroyed. Doesn't look like it's possible to get to the other side. But there's a little door here. Now, I remember this place. It's been neglected and it's covered with dust. I was gonna make a Red Dead Online joke, but nah. Nothing but an oil painting wrapped in cloth. Oh, pays to check around. That's a good find. Nothing useful. A woman relief. Eyes look a bit funny. There's a hole about the size of a fist. Yeah, this is where you use those red jewels. An armored stone statue. The stand reads, Tyrannos the Brave revives with 2 lights. Yeah. Well, we'll get those in a bit. More stuff to take, that's nice. And there was something glistening over there. Finally, we have the diamond key. They call it precinct, but if you check, it should say diamond. It's in the shape of a diamond. Diamond key. We'll use that soon, but before that, we're gonna... There's a box nearby, and we're gonna put the red things in there. I'll put away the shotgun ammo because, you know, we're trying to save up all the powerful stuff for now. Perhaps I'll save. Yeah, I've got 4 of them there, 1 there. I've got quite a few, and yeah, I would hate to die and just do this all over again. Put that away as well. Oh, I almost forgot. We need the red jewels, don't we? Blood red jewel, about the size of a fist. Just like, hole there. Don't know why he couldn't have just pulled those apart himself, but... Alright. Now this, you might remember we got a similar thing to this earlier. It's, I'm not really spoiling anything by saying this, but it's gonna be a while before we use that, so, we'll just put it in a box. Now I suppose it's time to use that diamond key in some places. I forget exactly which places used it, but I'll figure them out. See that there? Bishop plug will put them together. This makes it easier to find them when I need them. Lots of health, but we're not doing too badly, so we'll just keep going. Do have a ladder down. Try this floor first. Third one doesn't have anything, I don't think. That's where we got the parts for this handgun. Don't think there's anything down there. Keep looking. This is where we got one of our blood red jewels. That's sealed from the other side. But I do think there is a door down here actually that uses a diamond shaped key. This one, isn't it? You have used the diamond key. Still more, though. Oh god. I thought that I do remember there being like one or two of them. I didn't think there were so many so near. Hopefully this can stop them in time, or I could take no risks and just blast them with that. But this should do it. That's where the upgrade for that comes in useful. If it was standard, I would have to use that to get them down in time. Alright, that was a bad fail. Let's see if we can not mess that up this time. Someone's still there. I'm gonna let him come out. Oh, he's right there. Oh god. Oh, my health is gonna be... Let's not mess this up anymore. Yeah, that doesn't look good, health. The lock is broken and can't be opened. Lock is broken and can't be opened. I hope he's dead. Let's just check this room out now that they're all gone. Gotta check everything because they hide bullets and stuff in places where you're really never gonna see them. but it doesn't look like that's the case here. You unlocked it. Where exactly this leads, I don't remember. Oh, I see where it leads. This is, we're getting to a new area now. Sort of new. And we were in there, but we never really got to explore it properly. It's today's date. September 29th. Michael Festival? I don't remember that. You remember yet? This was where we came through in the beginning. And he was sat there, that cop. He's not there now though, is he? There's a waiting room by the reception desk. Just check everything out. Today's date, yeah. Herb, always good. I might just use that. You know what, I think I will. As you can see, I was in bad health because it's still caution. Now we'll check the table and then we'll move on. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard. From all the guys at the RPD. Nothing much, just a little file. Anything here? Don't think so. Let's reload that. Well, he's done. And I can see that glistening there. Just checking everything. It's a photo stand, possibly a family photo. And we have another precinct key that is shaped like a heart. Vaguely remember. I think I vaguely remember where that's used. Let's keep going now. You unlocked it, and this is another way of getting back to the first floor. Just another way of avoiding that liquor. It's the only thing actually. I'll put some right into where you can skip this if you don't want to hear this. But that liquor, me and my older brother and my sister, we used to call that the Big Red Monster when we were kids. And for a while, none of us could get by it. That kind of shows you how young I was at the time. Like, we really didn't know what we were doing. I was the first one to get past it. Like we always said, you know, where we get stuck at the Big Red Monster and you just Yeah. But I got really into this game, and I got well past the big red monster and all the way into further parts, which I'm not gonna spoil yet. But let's just keep going. Through here, I think. Cleared a lot of these places out now. But that doesn't mean everything's over. Again, I'm not spoiling anything. Did I unlock this? I think I might have. Oh, it leads to those stairs. What about this one here? You have used the heart key. This key is useless now. Discard. I suppose I will. Do I want to go through there yet, though? I think it leads to some other stuff that I'm not quite gonna do yet. But soon. There were some rooms up here that I don't think I opened, and at least one of them used that diamond key. You have used the diamond key. Yeah, and it's useless now. Discard, alright. That leaves... This one is open, and that one needed a club key. So we're just going to check this out, and then we're going to head back to the room that used the heart key. Sorry about that. What is that? I see. I'm not gonna take it yet. I actually knew that happened, but I didn't want to spoil it. But even knowing that it happened, it still kind of got me. It was just so loud and sudden. This game, it does those kind of scares well. Now, this... a cord to connect wires and small electric devices. You might remember there being a hallway where there was there were these shutters that could come down, but the wire was cut. So we can repair that if we wanna. Can bring down some shutters to I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna say that anyone could come through, but you never know, and you know, it might be better to have shutters down. First we're going through here. I'll take those in a bit. And this is kind of an alternative place where you could use that cord I was talking about, because as you can see there's lots of broken open windows here, and leaving them open like that might not be a good idea, that's all I'm saying. So, open close switch for the shutter. Can't be activated since the cord is cut, but we have a spare cord. Now the question is, do I want to shut these ones, or do I want to shut the ones in the earlier hall that had the liquor in there? Now my thinking is that I would be better off using it here. A, because there's a liquor, so I'm avoiding that one anyway. And B, because I've actually opened up quite a few ways around that hall, whereas here, pretty sure there's only one way to get through to this part, and it's through this. So for me it seems like a pretty clear choice to shut this one down, at least in this case. Don't have to worry about anyone coming through them now. Shotgun shells, very nice. I think this is a safe room. Oh, it's locked. The club is etched under the keyhole. Hell, that sucks. I remember this being a really kind of creepy part of the game, but don't want to, you know, just talk over it all. Where is it coming from? I feel like he's got himself stuck. Sounds like to my left. He must be stuck against a wall. I'd rather he came out than me. Oh god, there's two of them. Ooh. Why couldn't they be the ones to come out? Alright, they're done with. There's all sorts of doors here. Autopsy room. It's locked. Club is etched under the keyhole. An autopsy room seems to be the worst possible place you could go if there were zombies everywhere. I mean, why would you go somewhere where you know there's dead bodies? That could be, yeah, but I guess we're gonna head there soon. At some point, anyway. This is a weapons room. Weapons storage. It's electronically locked. There's a card reader on the left. You need a key card, or a card key as they like to call it. The power to the card reader is off. Here we have another area. I think we're going to go down the other way for now. I can hear more dogs. Running out of bullets to use on them though. Oh, good. Could you not? Yeah. The fence is broken. It is too small for an adult to enter. For an adult. Well, we've got another safe room. Don't think they gave us any ink ribbons, but at least they gave us a box. I think I'm gonna save here, because actually I could kind of do a piss. But I'm having a good time playing this again. Let's just put some stuff away. Lots of shotgun ammo. Might be time to start actually using it. But yeah, I'm gonna save, and I guess I'll see you next time. Or if this is edited in a different way, then maybe this is a halfway point, I don't know.